bridges go burn. Now it's your turn to cry. Tell me a rhythm. Tell me a rhythm. Tell me a rhythm. Tell me a rhythm. Yeah, yeah. I know that they say that some things are better left
Justin
unsaid.
Timberlake is an American pretty boy from Memphis, Tennessee. He has been nicknamed the Prince of Pop. He is an actor, singer, songwriter, producer, and inventor of the term wardrobe malfunction. In 1995, he was the lead singer in the vocal band NSYNC, who sold lots of records until for a few years until they demised, I believe. Then he went solo and sold lots more records. Sometimes he takes a break from singing and does some acting. He's actually done quite a lot of acting. So he's released 6 solo studio albums and he has acted in 23 films. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was Justin's debut solo album. And I have heard this album before because I have a copy of it. And I got a copy quite a few years ago because I wanted to see what the fuss was about with Justin Timberlake. And I listened once, maybe to it. I wasn't hugely taken with it. So I would describe this as modern pop R&B. And it's 22 years old, this album, so modern is a word that I still do apply to practically anything that's after the year 2000. It feels quite slickly produced, feels kind of sample based, but I know it's not all. It feels like and I think that production technique is used is that they have real people playing real instruments, but then they sample them and then put them into the music, which is an interesting process. It definitely has that kind of R&B produced shiny feel to it. There are elements of soul here, especially in the slower songs. One song is more funky than the others, and that's the track "Rock Your Body." Reminded me of shades of Prince, particularly in the music. Shades of Michael Jackson, particularly when he sings high, and shades of Stevie Wonder in the kind of certainly in the more soul-y songs. Um, Musically, mostly, I'm really not that bothered. This is not my kind of thing, I'm afraid. It's too much like a lot of the other pop R&B that's around. I'm going to reference TLC here, which is a band that I really didn't like very much. His singing is strong, that's for sure. He's got quite a range. He really can sing. And there's often harmonies in here. There's vocal gymnastics. Sometimes there's guests um, who are accompanying him. The dominant theme of the songs here seem to be about equating love and sex, mostly casual sex. The last 2 tracks are about other things, but I think all the others are pretty much about um, these, I'm going to say, less than romantic relationships, although there is some romance in here, um, which in itself doesn't endear it to me. I found actually, I found the lyrics quite easy at times. I felt they were predictable and there were predictable rhymes. So several years ago, I used to, on my commutes, I used to listen to Radio 2 a lot, and I made a deliberate decision to leave Radio 2, and it was particularly to avoid music like this and more modern, even than this, pop stuff. It is consummately professional. Um, and if you like this kind of modern pop R&B, I think that this may be a particularly fine example. I don't like the music particularly, and I don't like the message very much. The only song that I like musically is "Rock Your Body," which is the funk track, or funky track. So I I think it's okay for me not to like this because there are very many people who do. It sold over 400,000 copies in its first week in release. So I can't love and like all genres of music. I feel like I'm being apologetic about the fact that I don't like it. I don't know why I feel like I need to be apologetic. Um, I really did. I think it's because I really did try and give it a fair listen, and Um, not just be prejudiced against it on start out. But I think the end result of having a couple of listens is, yeah, I'm really not keen on this. So that's what I think of this album. As always, I'd love for you to tell me what you think of this album, particularly if you love it. I'd love to hear why, and for you to tell me that I'm wrong, because I always enjoy that. So that's it from me for now.
Don't be so quick to